back to my channel. I am Hawkinsimmer, and today we're doing another speed build. I don't know why I have to keep saying that. We're almost always doing a speed build. Eventually we'll do something else, I promise. But anyway, yay, this is my first Tortosa speed build from my Wedding Stories pack. I am so stoked. I love this so much. Listen, I got married 2 years ago. I'm obsessed with my wedding. It was gorgeous. My husband's great, so you know that part worked out. Literally had the most beautiful, proper garden wedding is how I always refer to it. So this is so fun. I love this so much. Oh, it's so cute. So I'm building on this little, it's not little, it's a pretty big lot. I don't remember, 30 by 40 maybe, kind of up on the hill near the Vineyard area of Tortosa. And I wasn't sure what I wanted this to be. I wasn't sure if I wanted this to be residential or if I wanted it to be rental. I really think it works for either. It is so beautiful up here. Truly, the world is really, really beautiful. If you're just here for the views, yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. So I wanted this to be a Mediterranean type build. So that's what I did. I struggled a little bit with the windows. I struggled with what windows to use because I want this build to be base game in my Wedding Stories only. So I struggled with the windows because The Sims likes to give us a window and no matching windows. There are matching windows. We basically got 2 windows in this game that are not stained glass, right? And those 2 windows are the only 2 windows. They don't have, and it's only just the 2 windows on short wall heights. That frustrates me, all right? That's very frustrating to me because you don't always need just those 2 windows to finish your whole house, right? Anyway, I'm not good at accents, but sometimes it comes out when I'm feeling uncomfortable, if that makes sense. So I struggled with the windows. I used the windows from the new pack, but I also used some base game windows. I made it work, but it's not ideal. So real quick, I just wanted to come to the backyard and kind of try to place out where I was going to have this wedding venue situation because I wanted to have enough room for the backyard to make sense, but also for the house to not be sitting right up on the front of the lot. So hopefully that makes sense. I tried not to jump around too much. I just wanted to make sure all of the spacing was going to work out, and it did in the end. And I kept wanting to add little details to this build, lots of balconies. I've been using like medium wall heights more than ever. Who is she? Who am I? I don't know, girl, but I have been using medium wall heights a lot more. I think they just they look a little bit more stately. When I say a lot more, I mean this build and the next Tortosa build. The next Tortosa build is gonna be a big one, baby. It might have to be 2 different videos because it's literally going to be so big. This house is gigantic. I've already cut out all the landscaping and I already have like 3 hours on the exterior. But in a previous video I mentioned, or maybe in an upcoming video, I mentioned that I've learned that I'm a slow builder. Other people are like, oh, it took me an hour to build this house. And I'm like, it took me an hour to do the landscaping. So there's that. I don't know. I guess I just take my time. I don't feel like I have like a bunch of clutter. Like some people have a lot of stuff and do really intricate work. I don't feel like that's me. So I don't know what my deal is. I am just slow at building, I guess. But yeah. So to be fair, the one that's coming up, that house has a lot of terrain stuff, and that can take me quite a bit of time. But anyway, let's talk about this build, the here and the now. So the main floor is just kitchen, living, dining, a small office area, and a half bathroom. That sucks. It's hard to put in a half bathroom when you're going for this, it's not a colonial build, but it has the shape of like a traditional colonial house. So it's very symmetrical and very square or rectangular. So it's kind of hard to fit in bathrooms, especially if you're trying to do like this grand entrance. And I really wanted a grand entrance. The grand entrance, the double staircase, hallway, all the way to the back of the house was really important to me. I wish y'all could see how much I'm talking with my hands, but you can't. But anyway, I really wanted that grand entrance, and I kind of thought this kitchen would be used for catering purposes. I'm picturing this house day of wedding, and like the hustle and the bustle baby is going on. So yeah. Also, a lot of the items from this pack really don't cross over well into regular gameplay, but I think these chairs specifically, the dining chairs over here, I think those do translate pretty well. Like this bookshelf item also translates sorta, like you can get by with it, but like realistically you wouldn't have those objects on a bookshelf in your home. But I think it'll end up being a good item. As far as Build By goes in general, I mean, I really do think they nailed it in terms of their theme, but if that's your big thing, is all you do is Build By, like, it didn't really add a ton. I think the new wedding arches are great, but they're not, obviously, even if you're a builder, you don't build a wedding venue every day. Like, this is very niche. It's very like, yeah, when I use this, it'll be great. How often am I going to use this? I said in a previous video in my reaction to Tortosa that I probably wouldn't recommend this, and I probably still wouldn't. In my time, The Sims finally made a statement. I feel like I'm always saying that. The Sims finally said something about their crap. The Sims finally released a statement that they are going to have a patch coming out next week. I think next week, right? Or 2 patches maybe, because there's a kit coming, of course. Is anyone surprised? So there will be a patch with the kit, and I think another patch, and they're going to be trying to mend some of this. We'll see how it goes. I cannot wait. Plumbella, I'm sure if you're watching this, if you watch Sims videos, you probably watch Jessie. Jessie has been making a video during early access. She made one that was like, playing my wedding stories, but as soon as it breaks, I quit. And the first video was like 2.5 minutes long, and then she made it again after the game was publicly released, and it was only like a 1.5 minute video long. She has already said that she is planning on doing another video after the patch, and I can't wait to see how long it is. I think that's hysterical. I think that is one of the funniest things I've ever seen in my entire life. Like, good bit, Jessie. I'm into that. Anyway, so I'm still doing the exterior of this video. I wanted the landscaping to be really lush. I cut out the front of the building, but I did this little back corner on camera, and then just checking the lighting a little bit. The lighting on this lot isn't great. It's not terrible, but it's not great. Also, let's talk about this plant, this gorgeous potted plant. Oh, we love her. Wish there were 2 variations of it, where the train of it all was going in either direction. They don't have to be mirror images, but it would be great if there was a little bit of balance, but it's fine. I'm not complaining. We're doing this balcony. I love this balcony. I wanted it to be like a little relaxing spot, so I put some lounge chairs that we got in this game. Kind of a random addition, but I guess if they're going for like honeymoon stuff, I feel like that kind of fits in. But they didn't really play into the honeymoon side of this at all. It is very wedding day specific. It could, I don't know what else I guess they would have had for honeymoon stuff. Maybe, you know, a heart-shaped hot tub or something. But I don't know. That's the one item, that lounge chair, that I feel like doesn't really fit wedding day, but does kind of fit honeymoon. So, you know, whatever. Anyway, I got randomly tried to be creative with these flowers and putting them on the posts of the railings. Probably looks kind of silly, but I don't know. At the time, I thought it was cute. Just kind of cluttering up this hallway. I'm trying to get better and better about doing one room at a time and not jumping up and down and all around the build. So I tried to do that hallway all at once. And then I know I did a lot of the kitchen earlier. That was really me just trying to figure out the floor plan. But here I am really going in and detailing it. I wanted this kitchen to be gigantic, mostly because the space was gigantic. But I wanted this to feel like wedding day. The caterers are here and they're setting up. I don't think that's really how that always happens. It's not how it happened at my wedding, but I don't know. My wedding was outdoors, so maybe, I don't know. I don't know how things work, okay? My own wedding, I've only been to like a few other weddings in my adult life, so I don't know, man. But anyway, we're moving on to this little bathroom, just a quick little bathroom to have on the main floor. And then we did an office area in this nook. Just from what people have been saying about how this build works, you might have to order a cake on the day of your wedding in The Sims. So I wanted to make sure I had a computer, and just in case you didn't want this to be a rental lot and you wanted this to be a residential lot, just put a little computer space in here because I do have bedrooms upstairs. I have 3 bedrooms upstairs. 2 are meant for adults or like a teenager, and then 1 room is a little bit smaller, and I have 2 twin beds in it. But we'll get to that. I'm getting ahead of myself. So the living room is pretty big. I kind of thought like this was a gathering place. This is like pre-wedding drinks and things going on in here. I didn't end up putting a TV. I felt like that seemed a little out of place. So I just put a big painting above the fireplace instead. And then there are no good base game bookshelves. Oh, I was so disappointed in the base game bookshelves. I don't know, the swatches are not good. But yeah, I really liked the way this main floor turned out. Like I thought it looked kind of realistic for this type of home and comfy and cozy, but still very elegant. So anyway, we're moving right along upstairs. The landing is a little bit big. Kind of in these old houses, I feel like you would have something like that, but it was a little bit big. It was perfect for the main floor, a little large for the second floor, but I mean, I think I made it work. I wanted to use one of these church pews, and I put that on one side and then just a little dresser on the other, just kind of some filler space. But yeah, and then of course that balcony in the back. Listen, I had to put an easel out there because there's like, I'm sure there's more than one, but like I feel like I specifically saw an Instagram account where people hire like an artist to come and paint a scene at their wedding, like a first dance or their kiss or whatever. And like, oh my Lord, how cute is that? Some of these paintings are literally gorgeous. Like how fun, what a nice piece of artwork to have in your home. Jealous. I'm sure something like that costs like $1 billion. Oh, rightfully so. I'm not complaining. I'm just saying that I'm poor. So, you know, but we're doing this first bedroom. So all the bedrooms upstairs are suites. I kind of felt like this could be, obviously not really in The Sims, but in real life, it could be like a bed and breakfast. So it's great. And not that all bed and breakfasts are like this, but if you have private en-suites, like that's really nice. So every room has their own ensuite. And then this is just a kid's room, sort of. I put 2 beds in here. I kind of thought like this is where your flower pal or your ring bearer could go. And I don't know, I really liked the way it turned out. I thought it turned out to be a cute little room. Like, I feel like it has more of a rental vibe. Like, it doesn't really feel like someone lives here currently, but someone could. Like, if your sim wants to live here, I really feel like it would be easy to personalize. So we've only got 1 more room left inside, and then I promise we can go outside and look at this wedding venue. I'm so excited for this. Like, maybe it doesn't make any sense. Maybe it's trash, but I really like it. And oh my gosh. So the lighting from the front of this lot isn't super swell. It's not bad. It's just not like perfect. The lighting in the evening out back, I can't wait for you to see it. Anyway, so the master suite is gigantic. At first, I'd had this split up into 2 rooms, and then I was like, no. What if, like, this is a honeymoon suite? So I made it really big with a big bed and a sitting area, a little settee, so that, I don't know, like, I thought the bride obviously gets ready in here. The bougier of the batch get ready in here. That's my opinion. I love this room. It's obviously very plain, very neutral, because it's supposed to be. It's a wedding. So I wanted this little settee. I feel like that's where you're like, I don't know. I can only speak as someone who's been a bride and a bridesmaid, but like that's where your little group of supporters, your bridesmaids or whatever, sit over there and you put your dress on and you come out and they're like, oh, this is the greatest thing you've ever done. Oh, it's like that. Anyway, okay, we're outside. Yay. Okay, so we saw the ceremony area earlier because, like I said, I needed to kind of map it out. And then for this area, I was a little less sure of how it all worked. I thought that the like table could have your cake on it, but I guess you need a table for your cake and a table to hold the champagne to do toasts and stuff. So that's my bad. I didn't realize that until after this build. I also wanted to make sure that the number of seats at the reception were the same as the number of seats at the ceremony. So I had to like play around. I wanted them to fit under this pergola, or these pergolas rather. And then I wanted a separate little table for the couple. So yeah, it's a little cramped, but I'm pretty sure your Sims can like route around all of this. I think it turned out really cute. It's small, but I mean, you only have 12 guests. Like, it's gonna be small. I got a pretty big, dance table. I got a pretty, my God, I can't speak. I got a pretty big dance floor in there is what I tried to say. And then I have a bar, I have a piano. I did not think about putting some DJ equipment out, so that's my bad, or at least a radio. So you're going to dance all night to live piano music. You're welcome. Elton John, he could throw a sweet reception on the piano. Nothing else. It'd be great, I'm sure. But I really love the way this turned out. It's very quaint, I think. Very small, but it's so cute. I love it so much. But as you can tell, like, this backyard is meant for weddings, and you can do basically nothing else back here. But I think it turned out really sweet in the end. And I tried to use everything from the pack that I could, or at least a variation of everything from the pack. Oh, it's cute. It is cute stuff. I feel like it's cute, but it's not everyday type stuff. And I feel like that's fair. But anyway, we're coming up towards the end of the video. Please stay tuned for those screenshots. They are gorgeous. But thank you all so much for watching. Please leave a like, a comment, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. I hope the world is treating you well. I upload new videos on Mondays and Thursdays, so I will see you in the next one.